Hi, my name is Jess Costa, and I'm the director of Once Upon November.
My film is about a girl, Paige, who stumbles on a perfect Victorian world and the repercussions that follow because the world isn't as perfect as she always dreamt it would be. And it's the moment in which she grows up.
The reason I think this film is important is because it's the moment we all realize that we have to grow up. Whether it's losing our virginity, going to college, the death of a parent. It's the moment the bubble pops.
That we no longer live in our beautiful little childhood fantasy world and that we have to grow up.
It happens to us at all different stages in our life, but when it happens, there's no point in which we can go back from there.
Growing up, I was very lucky up until the age of 14. Growing up, I kind of had the perfect family. I had a sister who loves me, parents that adored us and challenged us.
They also let us feel like we could take on the world.
And I lived in my own perfect bubble. And November 7th, 2009, I lost my dad to suicide. And it happened very suddenly.
I had to grow up very quickly, and I had to deal with it because that's life. And that's the moment I really want to exemplify with this film.
Not everyone, the moment they grow up, is traumatic, but for me,
it was.
I felt like I had to put on the brave face, and I feel like that's something adults do for the innocent. That's what Paige has to do at the end of the film when she comes back home after this whole night, and she sees her little brother who just says,
"I waited for you." And as much as she's truly affected by her whole night, she has to put on the brave face and do the adult thing, pretend everything's okay.
I'm showing these real-world moments at the beginning and end of the film, and then illustrating what she saw the world as in this beautiful Victorian fantasy world. Perfect. And then it wasn't.
And that's the moment I'm encapsulating with this film. When it wasn't.
This film is about a girl, Paige, who stumbles on an ideal Victorian world, and when it falls apart and she realizes the world isn't perfect anymore,
how she has to grow up, how she has to move on and accept the life she's in now. When the rose-tinted glasses break, what do? You have to keep fighting. I want this film to be there for the girl that I was at 14, for the girl who had to grow up way too fast, for the girl who hangs fairy lights in her room and thinks that all of her fantasies are possible, who dreams big and allows herself to, whether she'll be hurt or not. I want this film to be there for that girl. My name is Jess Costa, and I'm the director of Once Upon November. And this is why I need to make this film.